an all-new episode of Hanging with the Dreamer every Monday at 12 noon. Available wherever you stream. Ha! It's Friday, it's Friday, it's Friday. Hey, you're all by the Dreamer here. Welcome to the new phase of Hanging with the Dreamer. I see that I'm still working out some new graphics. Hey, let me know in the content who's watching. I'm the Dreamer. Welcome to Hanging with the Dreamer. This is my brand, The Dreamer's Life. And don't forget, you can support The Dreamer's Life through Patreon for as little as $5 a month, for as little as the price of a cup of coffee. You will get your name shout out at the beginning of every broadcast, and you will get your name shouted out, a big thank you and a big hello from the Dreamer at the end of every broadcast, and your name will go in the new intro video that I'm working on right now. You can support the Dreamer's Life also on Facebook over at the like page of Hanging with the Dreamer, on Twitter, KingWill777, on Instagram, Will_star7. That's Will _star STARR7, and over on YouTube, The Dreamer's Life. And if you support The Dreamer's Life through PayPal, be sure to use the friends and family option. That would be greatly appreciated. But head over to my Patreon. I have some exciting things. I'm going to start doing Patreon exclusive live streams. I'm really excited. 2023 is around the corner. And if anybody would like to see who I have coming up, I have quite a few interviews coming up. Check out The Dreamer's Life over on YouTube and check out my upcoming interviews. You might be surprised at who's coming up because, quite honestly, I am. I am grateful for all the support, and I can't thank everybody enough for being here today. Support your local bands, and be sure to check out everything that The Dreamer's Life is up to. We have some people watching right now. Please shout out in the chat. That would be awesome. Waiting so kindly and patiently in the green room, I have Badlands Classic Rock Radio, man. I can't wait to introduce this fellow to you, everybody. Say hi in the chat, ask a question, and I will be sure to give you a shout out, and I will be sure to make sure that I ask my guests your question. So say hi in the chat. Without further ado, it is my pleasure and my esteemed blessing, it is a blessing and my honor to announce Marcus, owner of Badlands Classic Rock Radio, man. Hey, come on, dreamers. Say hi to the chat. Say hi to Marcus. And you can say hi to me, the Dreamer. That'd be nice. Welcome to Hanging with the Dreamer, featuring Badlands Classic Rock Radio. Let's say hi to Marcus. Hey, Marcus, welcome. Welcome to Hanging with the Dreamer. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for being here.
Hello, everybody.
How you doing, Marcus? How's everything going?
Well, it's good. It's a cool day where I'm at. Kind of cloudy and rainy. It's not as warm as it was. I think summer's almost done.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. So let's jump right into it. Badlands Classic Rock Radio. Tell me, Marcus, how did you decide to want to start a Badlands Classic Rock Radio? How did you get into becoming a radio station owner? What's your inspiration and what's your backstory?
Well, me and a guy that I used to work with, we sat around one day. We're at work and are like, I don't know, it just came to me. It's just like, hey, we should start a radio station. Oh, okay, that'd be cool. So we started one. The name changed a couple times. So there was it first started out as Stone Faces Radio, just some weird off name for the area, and that just played some kind of a variety of music. It didn't go over too well, and then I changed it to a rock station. So then I renamed it to the Damn Rock Station. Just I don't know, just pulled something out of the air and just said, okay, I'll try this, and just did rock, and that did okay. But I think when I shouldn't say I think, when I did the Badlands Classic Rock and actually did, classic rock music, that seemed to hit it off a lot better. I have, gotten tagged where, hey, you guys are doing like really good, great music, and we love listening to your station. And so I think the classic rock took off really well. The problem with rock, you have to stay current on all the music, and that stays kind of hard to do. Classic rock, which I grew up with, with the music in the 80s and 90s, that's a little bit easier for me to keep up with than all the current rock. So that's kind of how the station took off.
That's awesome. So who would you, thank you for sharing that, Marcus. So who were your favorite bands when you were coming up? Who are the bands that influenced you, your musical intellect, your thirst for great music, and to immerse yourself into great music? Who were the bands that were an influence early in your life?
So with me, with music, I pretty much, if I hear something I like, then I pretty much get into it. If it's something I don't like, then I don't get into it. But so the bands, I mean, obviously everybody knows AC/DC. They've been around since the 70s. So, so like AC/DC, sorry, just trying to think of some names. So, like Bad Company, and I mean, there's just so many different bands that, that I started listening to, like Metallica and stuff like that when I was growing up, that, that really started getting me into music. And then, but like I said, I actually listen to a large genre of music. It's not all rock, I'll listen to some country, I got country music, I got pop music, I got some R&B, hip hop music, I listen to a wide span of music. But my go-to music, is rock music. So basically, the newer stuff is fine. Some of the newer rock music is fine, but I get more into, some of that, 80s, 90s, those bands, those rock bands, and even some of their, even their newer music that they still come out with today in the, 2020, but some of these, newer bands, hard rock bands, or, those type of bands, I don't know. I'd have to listen to them and then debate if I like them. So, but like I said, those are the main bands that I've gotten into when I was a kid or growing up. And that's what I, still kind of like. That's what I like to listen to, is mainly that type of music.
Me too. Me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So Douglas in the chat says, "Hey Marcus, sorry I couldn't make the show today. I have to teach." Well, Douglas, thank you very, very much for being here today, for popping in, saying hi to Marcus. Please feel free to watch this on the replay further to catch the parts that you might be missing. Thank you, Douglas. Thank you for saying hi. Welcome to Dreamer's Life. I'm the Dreamer. Thank you, Douglas. So, my next question is, what is your vision like? What would you like to see Badlands Classic Rock radio station turn into?
Well, right now, so the station actually has been running. The name's been around for about a couple of years now, because I started it back in 2020. So when this COVID stuff started kicking off, so I launched it back then, I got a lot more, I got a lot more followers on the Facebook page, which is really good. I like to actually have the listening base grow, get more people wanting to actually listen and tune into the station and actually listen to it, which takes time. I mean, it doesn't happen overnight. I mean, people gotta, discover it, and then they gotta listen to it and like it, and want to listen to it. And like I said, that just takes time. So like I said, I'd like it to really grow as far as, more of a listening base and more of a fan base, and just, get people that, really like that type of music and that type of station.
So who's on your playlist right now? As of this morning, when the sun rose, who's on the playlist for Badlands Classic Rock Radio?
You mean as in like the type of music that's on the playlist? Sorry,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
trying to understand your questioning here.
It's all right.
Well, I don't know who played this morning, but there could have been probably some Kiss playing, Motley Crue playing. There could have been some Twisted Sister playing, Def Leppard playing. I mean, it varies. I think I heard the Who last time I listened. I can't remember now, but because I was too busy trying to get some other stuff going. I was going to do a live show this morning before this show, but I had microphone problems and technical problems, so that didn't work out for me.
Oh, it's all right. Happens all the time.
But yeah, I was hoping to do a live show before this show, but whatever. Maybe next time.
Definitely. So have you had a chance to put Shark Island on your playlist yet for Badlands Classic Rock Radio?
Shark Island? I actually haven't heard of Shark Island, actually, to be honest.
Check them out.
I'll have to do that.
And check out Wicked Star too. WIKKIDSTAR. Big shout out to Wicked Star and Tony Richards.
I do play a song from Wasp on there.
Okay. Well, you're in the right area. That's for sure. That's cool. Yeah, check out Shark Island. Check out Wicked Star. Check out Lillian Axe. See if you can find some music from Surrendered Stella. I mean, this is just all stuff I listen to.
Sure. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. For a reason. It's because it kicks ass.
Yeah.
Because it's great music.
Yeah, I'm always looking for feedback. I mean, if people want to say, hey, why don't you play this, or what do you want to, you should play this, I'll definitely check into it. I'm always taking people's feedback and criticism. It doesn't, faze me. I just do what people want. The listeners are the people listening to it and want to listen to the station. That's why it's there, So whatever feedback they want to give me, I'm all up for it.
Hey, Dwight Bailey's in the chat. How's it going, Dwight? If you have questions for Badlands Classic Rock Radio, man, please, now is the time to get those answers. Now is the time to ask a question. Hey, thanks for being here, Dwight. The Hitman's here. Kenny Way Shepherd is playing right now, Douglas says. Oh, there you go. There you go. Have you ever looked into Autograph for the Babies?
Autograph for the wait, run that by me again?
Yeah, the band Autograph.
Yeah, I got Autograph. Yeah.
Or how about the Babies?
Oh, the Babies. Oh, okay. Sorry, you threw me off because you said Autograph the Babies. I was like,
well, yeah, two separate bands.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know the Babies were a separate brand. That's why you threw me off. Yeah, no, there's Autograph on there. I haven't heard of the Babies. I haven't heard of that one, but there's Autograph. They're on there. Yep.
That's awesome.
I got I got some April Wine on there. I haven't really listened to April Wine, but my sister did. But I mean, I don't mind some of their songs. And like I said, my sister listened to it, so it's on there. I mean, like I said, it's all good.
It's all good. It's all good. So, up where you're basically based out of, what's the culture like? Where does music fit into the culture of where you're broadcasting from?
Well, I don't think there's probably a little bit of a music scene where I'm at, but in the larger city, because the city that I live in. Sorry, did we get disconnected?
No, we didn't. We didn't. I
Did,
just I just wanted everybody to
oh, sorry.
listen. It's all good.
I was like, wait, did we get disconnected? So where I'm at here, the music scene, I don't know how. I don't think it's that big, but the state that I live in, which is South Dakota, it's the largest city here. It actually does have a music scene, which is larger than where I live. So I don't know. I don't know if culture-wise, I don't know if classic rock is as big around here. I mean, I think it is, but I'm not really too sure. Um, yeah, I'm in the Midwest, so we're in a farming community. So farmers like country music probably more than classic rock or heavy metal or hard rock music, but that's what it is.
That's cool. That's cool. So, what do you think is the key to success in the internet radio business? What would you tell somebody who wanted to start their own station? What would be the advice you would give them?
Good luck. No. um, I don't know, to be honest. I think having a good name and having a good playlist and having, I mean, it's all about sound and appearance and just the way that you present the station. So, like, I don't know. I mean, you don't want some station that doesn't sound, really well, doesn't have a good quality, and you and your station, and your logo, and everything that goes along with it that don't look very well. I mean, people attract themselves to like the logo, the way the look, the sound, everything about it, and that's what's going to keep people coming back to the station. I mean, so like on the Facebook page, Badlands Classic Rock, Facebook page. I have a comment on there that somebody wrote. They said they normally don't comment on the comment section in Facebook, but he said this one owes as a compliment. I'm just going off top of my head of what he said because he wrote it kind of long, but he said that the page is like I don't want to say humorous, but it's like the Facebook page isn't like a political page. I'm always posting like humorous things and humor and stuff like that, and and keep it kind of a tame page, and he complimented on that because he's like, hey, this is a really cool Facebook page. It's not full of political stuff. I don't know. Like I said, I can't remember what he wrote, but my attitude and atmosphere with the station is to try to keep it energetic and try to keep it on a humorous side, and not I don't like to drag all the political stuff and all of the everybody's tired of hearing about COVID-19. I don't drag any of that into it. I don't do any alcohol stuff into it, drug stuff into it. I don't drag any of that stuff into the station. I just keep it a nice, clean station. The voice of the station that you hear, obviously, is not me because I don't think I could do it that well. But the voice of the station, you know, I put a little bit of humor behind it, or try to keep a little humor behind it, because I just want to keep it on an upbeat station. You know, I don't want it to be like a dragged down, constantly repeated commercial, drug out station where, you know, people just get tired of listening to it. They don't want to listen to it anymore. So I try to keep it fresh, try to keep it on the up and up, and try to, you know, keep something different, you know. I don't know, you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you're right. I mean, there's so much, you know, so much out there, people saying so many things. You know, I know personally speaking, I can hear somebody speak once, and if they, you know, then let's just say, and if they say something, I mean, there's no way to sugarcoat it. If they say something that's, you know, their belief or their opinion or what they think is something, there's just certain things I'm personally tired of hearing about.
Right.
You know, this is all about entertainment. This is all
Right.
about music.
Yeah.
You know, we all got to deal with this COVID threat.
Yeah.
You know, I just got done dealing with it.
Yeah.
You know, took me about a week, but I'm good now.
Right. Yeah.
And I feel great.
Yeah.
But, you know, I would like to personally see more supportive actions. I like to see radio stations speaking well of each other and supporting each other. I would like to see more than some do already. I would like to see content creators speaking well of each other. I would like to see broadcasters speaking well of each other. You know, what's the real difference between somebody who's got 1.2 million subscribers and somebody who's got 400 subscribers? Really, at the end of the day, there's no difference.
Right.
You know, the person with the content creator with 1.2 million subscribers has to work harder.
Right.
That's really about it. So why don't we support each other?
Right. Yeah.
Why don't we speak well to each other? Why don't we speak well about each other?
Right.
You know, life's too short.
Right.
Life,
Yeah.
life is honestly too short. So getting back to Badlands Classic Rock Radio, are you going to stick with that name for a while? Are you gonna stick with Badlands Classic Rock Radio for a while?
So that name actually, the Badlands actually obviously came from the South Dakota Badlands. So, I mean, you know, which is a national park here in South Dakota. So in reference with that, you know, park and that name here in South Dakota, then I just put the Classic Rock. So I put Badlands Classic Rock. That name will stick around for as long as whoever wants to listen to the station, and the station just, you know, keeps going. I would have no anticipation or have no thought of changing the name. I don't even know what different name I'd even come up with, actually. Again, like I said, when I did the classic rock music and that genre, I just chose that name, like I said, just to match the area that I live in. And to me, that name, you know, goes over really well, you know, especially for, you know, being in South Dakota, and that's where the station actually, you know, originated from.
Have you ever thought about teaming up with a broadcaster or a podcaster?
Well, I actually haven't had anybody come across and actually ask or request. It would just depend on what it is. You know, I wouldn't mind what I was looking for the show, or not sorry for the show, for the station, I actually was looking for like some kind of a show to actually, you know, air on the station that goes with the format, but you know, just to kind of spice it up so it's not constantly just playing music, even though some people probably just like to just listen to the music and probably, I don't know, maybe they don't want to hear an actual radio show. I don't know. But I have thought, you know, I was looking into that and seeing if there was like, you know, some kind of a radio show that I could actually, you know, put on there, like, I don't know, in the mornings or something. But I haven't been asked, and no one's, you know, came across me and asked. So I would have to, you know, review it and decide would it fit, you know, fit the format and everything of the station.
So, what is the format of Badlands Classic Rock Radio, Marcus?
The format?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, obviously the format is classic rock, because the station plays 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s type music. But as far as like a podcast or some kind of a radio show, that kind of a format, like I said, I'd have to review it and see if it actually, you know, fits, because, you know, I can't have like somebody wants to, you know, air like a radio show on there and they're playing like heavy metal music, you know, you wake up and all you do and all you're hearing is all day, you know, for like a full hour, you know. I can't put that. Everybody's just going to tune off that station like really fast. So I have to, you know, just, you know, decide if it actually fits in with the station or the format. You know, that's all I can do. And either it goes over really well or it doesn't go over really well.
What do you think is the importance as a station owner for Badlands Classic Rock Radio? What do you think is the importance of what do you want to represent to possibly negotiating any brand deals?
I don't know. Like I said, right now the station is, you know, still trying to get up off the ground, and, you know, and I haven't had anybody like really approach me with anything yet. So so it's really kind of hard for me to, you know, really answer on that, because until I get approached with it and asked and see what it can actually do for the station, it's kind of hard, you know. I got to take it, you know, case by case. So if somebody comes along and says, hey, you know, would you like this or this? And it's like, or did you want to do this or try this? You know, I just got to just see what they're offering and then and go from there, you know.
Real quickly, Dwight Bailey says, awesome show. Badlands is a good name. I agree, Dwight. Quite frankly, I totally agree. Hope you all have a great day. I'm at work. I got to go. Hey, Hitman, thanks for jumping in the chat. Thank you for saying hi. Check it out, Hitman. Badlands Classic Rock Radio. Check it out, man. You love it. You won't turn it off. It's Dreamer, 150% Dreamer approved. Thanks for joining in, Hitman. And check out the upcoming interviews. I have a lot of them coming up, man. I hope to see you again. Thanks, Dwight. That's awesome. That's awesome. So I wanted to ask you, as a radio station owner of Badlands Classic Rock Radio, what I love that name. What would you say is the most important way to look at your show format? Meaning, music is a universal thing.
Yep.
Okay. Excuse me. So you are looking at filling time slots. Do you ever find yourself or anybody who's collaborating with you plays too much of one particular band or too much of one particular style? And if so, as the radio station owner, how do you regulate that to make sure that all the set lists that come in on your radio station stay diverse and stay open?
Well, right now the station is automated. So I have control settings with that allows the station not to constantly repeat the same artist, the same song over and over and over, like you hear, like on the regular FM station or whoever, or wherever you get your music from and just likes to play the same music. I don't know. But right now it's automated, so it doesn't do that. And I, make sure that happens, because like I said, growing up, I listened to a station to where every hour on the hour, I heard the same song over and over and over. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, what is going on, And I know how, frustrating and annoying that is, listening to that same song over and over and over. I get it. Like, if it's like in a block of music to where you're like playing like from songs from like three artists, or same songs from the artist 3 times in a row, not the same song, but this different song from the same artist 3 times in a row. I get if you're doing a block like that I get. But and people know that that's what you're doing, that I get. But if you're like, if you just got it locked into the, into your playlist to play the same song, every song on the hour, every hour, that's very, very annoying and very cumbersome, and people don't want to listen to that. And they just, what people review about your station is going to, reflect if other people actually want to listen to it. If you kept hearing the same song over and over and over again, multiple times, would you ever want to tune into it again? You're going to be like, nope, because I can actually turn on my FM station and hear the same thing. And it's like, good riddance. So right now I ensure that doesn't happen. And when I start doing live shows, which I will start doing live shows eventually on the station, I ensure that I don't repeat the songs there either, because nobody wants to listen to that. That is very cumbersome. And I look at it like this: if I listen to the station and I don't want to hear it, then there's something wrong, right? I have to want to listen to my station to make it a good station. So if I want to listen to it, then other people will want to listen to it. I hope. That's my philosophy, or my outlook on
it. That is nothing wrong with that. And I've got to tell you, that's about it for today. But I will tell you that I personally am going to give Badlands Classic Rock Radio a shout out during every single broadcast. I love your station. I love the way that you're running the station. I love your set list. I love Badlands Classic Rock Radio. I think that Badlands Classic Rock Radio is one of the better stations out there, and I've heard a few different ones.
Sure.
I think the last time I heard a station that I really liked was Cabo Wabo Radio. Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. That was a good station. It still is. But the thing is that I've heard so many different stations, they all sound the same after a while.
Oh yeah.
Badlands, and I mean, uh, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It may be a good thing to many people,
Sure.
but Badlands Classic Rock Radio's for me.
Right. Yeah.
And that's the station that I choose to listen to every single chance that I get. Literally,
Right.
that's a station I listen to for my morning meditation time. That's the station that I listen to when I get frustrated and I get a creative block and I'm writing a script or I'm trying to come up with a more innovative graphic video. I listen to Badland Classic Rock Radio. And generally, I have found that after about 20 minutes, a half hour of listening to Badlands Classic Rock Radio, I just, whatever creative block that I was having, it's removed and ideas start coming out. And so everybody in the chat, everybody who's watching right now, be sure to check out Badlands Classic Rock Radio. And also, if you'd like to support the Dreamer's Life, you could do so through Patreon. You could do so through PayPal under the Friends and Family option. And lastly, and most importantly, subscribe and smash that bell. Check out all of Badlands Classic Rock Radio links in the description box below. Support Badlands Classic Rock Radio because I guarantee you, in a world full of chaos, this world needs Badlands Classic Rock Radio. And I can't thank Marcus enough for joining me on the show. And I hope to have you back, Marcus, and hear about the recent developments for Badlands Classic Rock Radio. I've enjoyed this conversation greatly. Thank you so very much.
No problem.
For joining me today.
Thank you. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's what I'm here for.
Yep.
And I love your station. And well, there's some people tuning in for the last minute. Hey everybody, check out Badlands Classic Rock Radio. Check out the Marcus's support links in the description box below. Support the Dreamers Life through Patreon and through PayPal under the Friends and Family option. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Marcus. And real quickly, before we end, do you have any questions for me?
None that I can actually think of. Thanks for having me on today. I know we chatted a little offline before the station or before the show, sorry, which was pretty good. So we got a chance to kind of off the record a little bit there, but yeah, thanks for inviting me to your show today. This is fun. I haven't had actually anybody interview me for the station before, so that's pretty cool. So, but yeah, again, thanks for having me on, and yeah, everybody, yeah, please check out the station, and the website is badlandsclassicrock.com, and you'll get all your all the links from there to the social pages and how to stream it and all that. Yeah, yep, check it out, and make sure you support the Dreamer as well, and just keep rocking on. If you guys have any feedback, just let me know. I love the feedback, and I like to keep the station fresh and as fresh as I can keep it, and just love people's feedback, and just to let me know that, hey, you're doing a great job, and keeping the station, sounding the way that it does.
Thank you so much, Marcus. Thank you for your kind words, and it's been my pleasure. I am so thankful to meet a radio station that believes in what they're doing and believes in loves the music that they play. And I mean, I know shout outs go to a few different radio stations. Rock Rage Philadelphia, Hot Licks with Lily Six, Circus of Dark Radio, Graven's Metal Vault. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the tags. Thanks for everything, Angelina Green. Thanks for all the love. You have been listening to Hanging with the Dreamer, featuring Badlands Classic Rock Radio. And you've been listening to The Dreamer and Badlands Classic Rock Radio's CEO, Marcus. Be sure to share this stream out. Let's get 5,000 likes on this interview. Come on, guys. Support the Dreamers, support the Dreamers Life, and support Badlands Classic Rock Radio, badlandsclassicrockradio.com. And check out everything the Badlands Classic Rock Radio is doing. Use Badlands Classic Rock Radio for your coffee time in the morning. It'll help you have a great day. I know it does for myself. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you, Dwight. Thank you, everybody who showed up today. And thank you, Marcus.
No problem.
An all-new episode of Hanging with the Dreamer every Monday at 12 noon. Available wherever you stream.